Hey, what's up? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to another video. So today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G unboxing. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to check out this smart device. We're going to go through the unboxing, but make sure you guys stay locked in to the end of the video. If you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through if you're new. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. So let's go ahead and take a look at it right here. This is the 4GB 128GB model. So it has 4GB of RAM. It also has 128GB of internal storage. You also get SD card support, so you could use a 2TB storage card with this device. It's also going to have Gorilla Glass Victus Plus on the front, a 5000 mAh battery, Super AMOLED panel, 25 watts fast charging. It's also going to give you some pretty decent cameras, which also do have optical image stabilization. So let's go ahead and take this out of the box and see what this thing is going to offer. As far as the color, you can see I have the gray version right here. It says Samsung on this side and 50 megapixel with the slim design. So yeah, this is about $199 for budget friendly smartphone users. Definitely think this is going to be pretty solid, and the icing on the cake is that this device will offer 6 years of OS support as well as security updates. So you get your SIM tool inside of the packaging as well. You also do get your Type-C to Type-C cord, as well as the terms and conditions and your Samsung Care. Everything is included right here, as you can see. So this is everything that comes inside the box, and then you're going to get the phone itself, which has like recyclable materials. And right here you can see it comes in this cover. So let's go ahead and get this out of here. Just see which direction you actually have to pull to get this out, but it looks like you do have to break it. I'll see if I can avoid doing that just by kind of peeling right here. And you can slide the phone out. Let's go ahead and give the phone some juice. So you have your power button right here, volume rocker right above it, a sticker on the back, and the back is actually like this slippery, glossy material. So it does have a little bit of a shine to it when you tilt it in the light. You also do get your triple camera setup, which is actually really nice and uniform. So I definitely like the way that they did the camera, but the phone feels pretty solid in the hand. And this will have IP54 dust water resistance for the first time on the One series lineup. So the A1 series, the A1, 12, 13, 14, 15, even 16 didn't have an IP rating, but they actually put it out on this one. So let's go ahead and hit the power button right here. All right, after about 5 seconds, you can see that the phone is actually showing the Samsung logo, Samsung Galaxy, secured by Knox. So this is just my first impressions of this device while, you know, we talk about everything right here that it comes inside with, and, you know, my first impressions, and then we'll jump into the review process. But I definitely love A-series phones. One of the things most people complain about with the A-series phone is lag, but for the price of under $200, you're gonna expect a little bit of, you know, loading speeds when it comes to a smart device. You don't really expect it to run like the Ultra series, for instance, or even the S series. It's definitely gonna be a bit of a bump down from that as far as performance and even gaming. So as far as the chipset on here, we're getting the Exynos 1330 for the 5G version. For the 4G version, you're getting the G99. So a lot of people may get different models, so I just wanted to mention that based off the model you get, those are the specs that come included for each one. So yeah, you can see right here, this is the startup menu. And I want to actually kind of skip this part, but let's hit start real fast. It's going to ask us to review all. So let's go ahead, hit all three. And this one's optional, so I'll just skip that. This one's optional as well. All right, so after you choose how you want to load your data on there, I just chose manually. It does take you to your Wi-Fi password, so you can go ahead and input your password to your Wi-Fi. Right now there's no touch feedback, but I do hear a sound upon each press. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter my Wi-Fi password inside of here, and now I'm actually connected to the Wi-Fi network. Let's go ahead and hit next, and I'll walk you through. You can see on the phone you do have sort of a chin at the bottom. You do get that infinity U display at the top. It's like a teardrop cutout. It's not that punch hole cutout that everyone loves to see on a budget device, but yeah, that's okay. Let's go ahead, and you can see we have options right here to transfer SIM from another phone, QR code, or set up later in settings. So this is for the mobile network, and then it says get your phone ready. This may take a few minutes, so I'm just gonna walk you through the final steps to get this process set up, but you can see it's at 52 as far as the battery. So this is the North American version. So I just wanted to mention that this is the one that would be released in the US as far as the A17 series goes. So basically this is it's fresh out of a week or two of being released, whereas the international version has been actually released for several months now. So yeah, if you're in the US, this is the model you want to pick up, just so you have all the secure, bands as far as the 5G, as far as the 4G. You want to make sure you have all the right antennas so that you can connect to the network properly. Obviously, the international versions will connect in some situations, but obviously it's smarter to actually wait for the North American model. And then it says right here, you can use the device with another device. You could skip to copy your data. It's checking the info on the phone right now. And one of the two biggest improvements for me on this smartphone right here is the fact that it has an IP rating now, and the fact that it also does have the ability to record in optical image stabilization. I'm not sure if that was a feature before, but I think this is new to the One series. So you have Face ID, fingerprint, PIN, password, and pattern. We can skip that, as well as skipping the information here for the Google, and then it says getting your phone ready and everything like that. So we're just waiting now to log in to Samsung, and it says you could sign in with QR code or email to get started, and you could just say, or I don't forget password, or I don't have an account, and then you can say set up later, and it'll let you skip this part for the setup process, just so that I can show you guys everything that this unboxing experience sets up. So you have auto blocker and customization service. You can enter your date of birth. Obviously, if you want to do that, you can do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do mine on the Loto. I'm not gonna give you guys like my birthday or anything like that. We're kind of want to keep that private. So you could actually just enter the month, date, and year of when you're born. I'll go ahead, enter the correct one, and then it walks you through the dark mode or light mode, so you can see you can switch between the two. Let's keep it on the light mode just because it looks a little bit brighter for the camera. I do like it on dark mode, however, when I'm using it. So and when I'm testing it out. So yeah, I'll switch it to the dark mode just so you can see what that looks like. But there are some widgets already on the display, which is kind of cool. You can see you have your home screen widgets, you have your punch hole cutout at the top, your 3-button navigation on the bottom. So you have your most recent, and you have your home, and you have your back button here. You also have a bunch of apps that are being installed simultaneously. I just swiped down on the notification tray, and it has notifications on the left, quick settings on the right. So when I swipe down on the left, I have my notifications. Quick settings are actually on the other side right here. And when you swipe down again, you can actually see more information. So you have your brightness right here on the bottom. You also have your volume for when you're listening to this. And let's go into YouTube real fast and watch a video on the display, see how that looks. Actually listen to the speakers on this device, just so we could give us a better idea of the sound quality coming out of the speaker. I think it's a single firing speaker, but I just want to be sure of that real fast. So I'm actually going to, test out the speakers real fast so I can actually show you guys what they sound like. So let's go to a random short on the channel. Let's go to one of the newer ones, and I'm going to raise the volume all the way up. So yeah, it's a single firing speaker on here, but it does get pretty loud. Yeah, so that's what the speakers sound like. Let's go ahead and test out an 8K video. So I just turned that down just for the ad. Let's turn it back up now. And you can see this is the settings on the right, 720/60 by default. If I go into the video, it's 1080/60. Let's go ahead and dismiss this, and you can see how gorgeous the panel actually looks now when it comes to it. I could easily cover the speaker. So that's one of the things that you should note when it comes to listening to this phone, is that if you're gaming or something, you could easily cover the speaker. Let's swipe down, and you can go right here into your other options right here on the quick settings menu. This is where we can click edit, and you have your ability to add different buttons. So I'm looking for the Dolby Atmos. Let's go ahead and add that. NFC, create a note, search a song, battery protection, music share, live transcript, extra bright or extra dim, microphone access. For some reason on the A36 and on the A17 right here, there's no camera access, so that button is not there. Only the microphone access. So the camera, they don't let you control it from the quick settings, which I wish it was there. But you have everything else here. And then if I hit done, you're gonna see we have our settings down here below. So output, music output, media input, smart view, so you could actually pair this to a smart TV as well. And let's hit done. And smart things and nearby services. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to show you. We are still getting some downloads in the background where it's installing applications on here automatically, and then you also have your Samsung recommended apps. So that this does have Samsung TV Plus built in, so you can enjoy some free channels, watching some free channels on here. But overall, this is going to be a pretty budget-friendly device for a person who wants to be able to enjoy a lot of the features that Samsung offers without paying that $1,000 price point on this phone. If you go into the camera settings here, you will see that you can get some pretty decent quick controls right here. So you actually have the ability to control the settings for the camera, the 50 megapixel, which is going to give you an increase in quality. So if you're taking a photo, for instance, you want to get 50 megapixels on the photo, it's going to take some pretty good camera. You can see right here, the 50 megapixel does take a second right here to load the image, as you can see right there. So it does take a little bit of time, but to process. Also your settings here, so you have exposure, you have the ratio full 1:1 9:16 and 3:4, and then you have your timer 2, 5, or 10, and your flash, auto flash as well. And then inside of the settings for the camera, you're gonna have your shooting methods, so you can actually change the volume rockers to be the zoom function or whatever you want to change it to, or the control sound, so that the volume button can also take picture or record. So these are some of the features. You should do have show palm to record as well. So let's go back out of here. And inside of video, you're gonna notice that we do have full HD, 30 frames per second recording. So if I was to take a photo of my face, this would be captured in some the front facing camera. You can see right here, we do have portrait. We also do have wide angle portrait. We also do have regular photo. So if I do show my face real fast, I'll show you what the shot would look like on the photo. And you know, let's see what the quality looks like. So that does take a second to load, and let me just see what that looks like. So yeah, I'm definitely look pretty tired in this photo, but let me see if I could take a better one. All right, so this one actually came out a little bit better. But yeah, the front facing camera is pretty decent on here. So you're gonna get the option for fun, portrait, photo, video. So the fun will unlock some like different emojis, I guess. Like you get some different masks and filters. So this will obviously be like the Snapchat filters. It's not gonna be like your real, how you would really look. But this does actually make it a little bit funner if you want to just play around with the camera and kind of just get like, you know, some random, you know, like filters on here. They're actually built right in. You know, if you swipe left, you do get your Google home screen as well. And then if you actually long press one of the widgets, you can create a stack. So this is one of the features I do like, where you can add 2 different apps over top of one another. So I'm going to add that, and then you can swipe across and you will feel a vibration across it when you swipe. And then the option to check out the wallpapers is actually here. So the wallpapers are always pretty good on the Galaxy devices, and they have a vast collection to choose from. So yeah, this is going to be pretty solid. You also have your dynamic wallpaper as well. So if you wanted to check that out, it's actually here. But walking through the settings, it's pretty much straightforward for Samsung devices. Yeah, I think this is going to be a nice solid budget device for people who are looking to save a little bit of money. You also do have that high refresh rate of 90 Hertz on here, so you can get 90 Hertz. You could also get the edge panel, so you can access your shortcuts by swiping out right here, and it gives you some apps that you can choose from without having to go to the app drawer, and you can swipe it away. So that's always there. And then the other thing that's pretty cool is that you can change the nav bar to the gestures, so that way you don't need to use the buttons. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video of the Samsung Galaxy A17 5G. Another thing this will have is circle to search, which is one of my favorite features when it comes to a smartphone, because that actually saves you a lot of time. You could just look at the screen and kind of circle what you're trying to take a look at. But hopefully you guys did find this video helpful. If you're still here, just tap the like button. And so I know you're still rocking with me, and I just want to remind you to, you know, type "I'm still here" in the comment section, put it in hashtags, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And definitely hit that new hype button down below in the comment section so we can increase the engagement on this video. And I'm gonna hit you guys back. I'll check you guys on the next video. Later, crew. Namaste.